Hey everybody, back again. Just wanted to do a video update. Yes, I got the Jeep running again, sort of. I still have to finish a few things on wiring, and once I'm finished with that, I am going to be possibly replacing the radiator. I ordered a new, uh, one of the Petcock. Well, actually, I ordered two because one people are saying it worked perfectly. Others are saying that it didn't work because it was too short. And then, I mean, both of them have the same complaints. Where one says a bunch of people say it works, others say it's too short or too long. Then the other one, people say it works, others say it's too short or too long. So I got one of each. I mean, it was like $14 for both of them. I mean, if one doesn't work, who cares? If both work, then great. If neither work, I'm gonna spend the $80 and just replace the whole radiator itself. I mean, whatever. But I wanted to do a thing. There's a ton of videos out there. There's a whole bunch of things online of people going, "My Jeep stopped running. It cranks, but it won't start. I've checked everything. My relays I checked are great, but it's not starting." That's the issue I was having. Now, granted, somebody did tamper with my vehicle, but that tampering was just enough of a screw up that it allowed me to find the issue with my fuel pump. Now, this is just bare bones. I copied this image and then added these lines to it and everything. But yeah, what we have here on this side, this is the directions. You've got red, which is your power from the battery or power from the relay itself, straight back to the pump. The green is your ground, that is also in the relay box. The orange is your fuel pump fuel level. When you have, it's a 3-wire setup. You've got the ground, you've got the hot, you've got the level indicator. They go from the harness just in front of the battery, pretty much straight back. It does hop over from the passenger side over to the driver's side and then back along this frame rail. This is the setup that I have. Well, I had. See, you have your 2 wires. You've got the brown and orange. I mean, they all have a weird different color to them. Some of them are black and blue and red, and others are black and orange and green, and they've got all different colors. But the main point is this black harness junction here. That is your fuel level and your hot, and then just next to it will be your ground. This original setup, it is soldered up. You've got that blade soldered to the frame of the pump unit, and then this has a little wire attached to it. The new ones have a screw coming through and a bolt or a nut on top. And what I did was I took that nut off, ran a copper braided grounding strap from here to the frame, because right underneath this piece here, is a U-shaped channel, and all I did was ran a self-tapping through that to that, so I knew for a fact that the pump itself was grounded, so I didn't have to worry about that other line. This grounding line. Now, the grounding line that I have in my Jeep, from here, it Y's off, and then down further it Y's off again, and then it runs straight back to the 3-pin harness. There's an issue. I have full 12 volts here. I have full 12 volts right around here where it Y's off again, and then I have 4 volts in this last leg. That's not enough to even turn the pump on. I took the pump, hooked it into the using pins. I hooked it into the harness and then used a alligator clip and pinched directly to the grounding wire in the harness to the frame itself. The fuel pump turned on and ran fine. So there was something in this last leg of the line that took away all the power. But grounded it. The wire that goes back, I grounded it to the inside. Let's see, where is my other photo? There it is. The grounding lug right there. There's a grounding lug right there above this hose. So I grounded it to that. Started right up. It went rah, and started right up. Boom. Fixed. That was the big issue, was this junction here. They have too many Y's, and one of them got corroded or screwed up, and it wouldn't work. Now, instead of using this relay box, I installed a relay under my dash and ran the trigger to my cigarette lighter power, because that is triggered when you turn the car on, just like this is. So boom, it starts, it runs, it's good. I just have to fix the radiator where the plug is, because mine is so screwed up. It's just, I don't even know if I'll be able to, I don't even know if it'll show. But, yeah, you can see where the green is coming out of there. This whole top part here is messed up, so I've got to pull that out and replace that. That's fine. But those who had huge issues with theirs just dying, I mean, here's the diagram itself. We've got, there is your fuel tank unit. You've got black, yellow, that's your ground. I just grounded it to the body tub itself. Orange and black, that is your relay. That is your power. Then you have your let's see. Oh, no, go back. Here we go. And we've got there it is. The that goes to your fuel gauge. But on some of them it's orange and black, others are tan and black. But you've got your hot going in and your ground. Those are your two most important ones. If you can ground the tank and get a good power to it, then you're golden. If you're like me and you don't want to spend all day, taking off the bumper, dropping the tank, cut yourself an access port. Do it. I mean, what I did was when I this is just an image I pulled offline, but mine is a better cut hole, and I have actual Zerk nuts all the way around so that I can bolt a plate straight over it with a gasket, so I don't have any kind of leaking fumes coming in. And the fuel pump unit that I got brand new that works great. But if you want to do this, I suggest getting a nibbler, drill a small hole, and I'm going to say start over on this corner, drill a small hole, run your nibbler down this piece here, because there's that U joint right here, or U bar. Run down that, and then up, and then go to the next U up here, back over, and then down. That way you're not chancing cutting wires using like some kind of hacksaw or grinder. Just use a nibbler. It'll nibble this all out. Grab yourself a plastic bag and a magnet. Stick the magnet in the bag. Run it around this whole thing. Collect up all the little nibbles. Take it out. Turn the bag inside out. Pull the magnet off. You got a bag full of metal shavings, and this is clear to work with. Yeah, it took me ages to figure this stuff out, and there's all these things online about people, saying, oh, you got to chase this wire, chase that, swap this, do that, check these things. If your vehicle just stops running but will crank, climb under the vehicle on the driver's side, right about around here, find your harness, and do one of those pin leads for a multimeter into the ground wire. Touch it and have it wired to the ground, or to the frame itself. Turn the key and see if it starts. If you can do that and it starts, then your issue is that grounding wire. Now this Jeep that I have, it had already been worked on, and they'd checked everything, but they never checked that ground wire, because everywhere along the wire they tested the ground, and it was grounded. They didn't realize that it was grounding out somewhere else, where it was cut between the multiple points where it wires off. Somewhere is broken, so it just stops and doesn't go back. But if you touch back here before the pump is already grounded. So if you touch it here, this part is grounded in here, this part is grounded in here, so you wouldn't know. But if you ground it at the harness to the frame and then try to start it and it starts, then you just have to, run a new ground. It was a long process, but finally figuring this out saves me a whole bunch. I don't have to worry about, taking it to a shop or towing it to a shop and having them tell me, for $3,000 we'll fix it, but it's worth $2,000. I love this Jeep, man. That's my baby. But check your grounds, because your relay, it'll be perfectly fine. Your relay will work, it'll click, it'll do everything it needs to do, but you'll have a grounding issue, and it won't turn that pump on. It just won't. But learn from me. Get a new pump with the grounding nut and ground to the tub, and it'll fix all those issues. You will never have an issue with bad ground again. As for all your wiring and everything, plain and simple. This is ridiculous that it goes from here down to a ground on the engine, up to this ground here, down to another point that's grounded, and then back to 3 other grounding points, and it's like, That is a lot of splices. It really is. But getting that done with, I am so much happier. I'm ecstatic. I also got rid of the AC compressor that wasn't running to anything. I took the see this thing. I don't have this on mine. I don't. I had a one of those jack mounts, and it's a whole bunch of steel spokes sticking up, razor sharp, trying to dig through and get wires and stuff, and you're cutting yourself all the ribbons on your arms and stuff here. So I took that out. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And as it sits, I mean, I could possibly get a second battery in here so I could run dual batteries, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that yet. Uh, but if you've got a YJ, check your grounds. That's it. Peace out, guys.